Hey guys, we are on a little bit of a winter break for New Year's, kind of the space between Christmas and New Year's, but I have a show intro compilation for you for the month of December. These are the warm-ups that we record before we officially go live when we record the podcast Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, youtube.com/casualshenanigans. But we do a little bit of a live warm-up, and then when we're ready, we start the show, and then some of you guys requested that we put the warm-ups live later so you could listen to them if you just want more of us making fun of each other. So here you go. Here are the intros for December of 2015. All right, warm-ups live. It feels weird that we were gone last week. Like, it feels like it's been much longer.
Yeah. Are we doing like a fast warm-up tonight since we kind of want to watch those awards?
When do they start?
It's on now, isn't it?
It starts at 9?
I think it's on as we're on.
Yeah, James, we're not going to see them. You can see the results later.
Hold on. No.
Maybe at the end you can confirm them, James.
We're talking about them as the main topic.
It's not. It's 9 p.m. Eastern.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to be done with the main topic when it goes live. They're not going to get to anything important until the podcast is done. If we go quick, James, you want to go for an hour? We can be done by 9:15, and nobody, they won't have gotten anything significant by 9:15.
We'll miss the awkward warm-ups, guys. I think Skinner was posting earlier that he wants to watch it just for the awkward warm-ups.
Yeah.
All right, so is that good with you guys? Is that a good plan?
Yeah.
Sure. Before we go live, though, I have to get everybody who listens to just the warm-ups, though, I have to give them car updates. You know how this goes.
Actually, I haven't heard details. Just the car warm-up, or to just the warm-ups? That would be a shame.
The car started. I think, Dave, you knew that.
I saw that, yeah.
Yeah, but it immediately was leaking gas. And then we realized, hey, the pilot light is on for the kerosene heater in the garage. So we cut the car back off, and there was a nice big puddle of gas on top of the engine block. It was one of the fuel injectors. There's O-rings when the fuel injectors look like big spark plugs. They shoot gas into the engine, more or less. And there's a little O-ring on them, and I think I pinched the O-ring. I think I put them back on in the wrong order. So I ordered new O-rings, waiting for those to get here. And then the next day, I took the front suspension and brakes off so I could replace those. I'd already bought all those parts, but the bump stops and the dust covers that go around the shocks were completely dry rotted. They came off in little pieces, so I've been driving without bump stops on the front. So this should drive like a brand new car, the amount of crap I've replaced on it. So
for real.
Right now I'm just waiting. Hope's dad is, hopefully this week he'll have time. He's fitting the exhaust on it, and then he's making some cuts. He wants to cut a piece out of the exhaust and have it re-welded. So he's doing that. I can't weld, so.
Do you have the extra motor just sitting in the garage?
Yes, it's sitting right next to it.
If you need to pull something off.
I'd pull all the accessories off already. I transferred one thing at a time. Like some of the sensors were slightly differently wired or something, so I had to move them one at a time. I just swapped them.
Gotcha.
So now that motor is exactly ready to go into a Toyota Matrix if the owner hates themselves and wants it to smoke everywhere. That motor is ready to go. So
smoking. Oh, speaking of smoking, my car is no longer a steam engine. The radiator replacement, it went fantastically. It's running cool and no more steam. 6 months later. Good job, buddy.
I was going to ask.
2 months.
And did you help with it?
No, he ended up doing it very early on a Sunday.
I was hoping
the only time he had it in his schedule.
I was hoping I'm going to get you you're into light cars by the time I'm done with you.
Oh, I had him help me break down where my filter and all goes when he had the hood open. When I went down there after he replaced the radiator, and he walked me through what he had done. Then I had him show me all the interesting bits for replacing the oil. If I can find some good ramps, I'm gonna do my own in the spring.
I got you.
See, that's actually what I was expecting. I saw someone on Slick Deals like a month ago, and I was like, my next oil change is probably gonna be in the spring. So.
Actually, I don't have ramps yet, but Dan had a pair that he can't use anymore because his apartment doesn't let him do anything to the car in the parking lot. So I think I'm just going to buy his ramps. But I have jack stands and stuff anyway, so It wouldn't matter.
You could just park awkwardly on the hill at D&J's.
Yeah.
Yep. I thought about it, but my car is super low to the ground.
Oh, you think your car is low to the ground?
Dave's got a low ride. I've got a Honda Civic.
If it's that low, it's because the shocks are probably shot, because knowing you, they've never been replaced. And it's
Not
just
because you
kinda-
riced it out.
I plead the fifth.
Dave's thinking, I don't know what those do. They sound expensive.
I
Don't
know
need
what
them.
shocks are. I mean, from a general perspective.
Not specifically for my car, but
Yeah.
like in theory as a thing.
Like, I know what purpose they serve in like an automobile in general.
Oh gosh, or my.
I was laughing too. I went and met Edgar and Joel for lunch. I drove into town yesterday, and I realized I filled up my tank of gas the day before my work computer died. I've been working from home ever since. Then we had Thanksgiving and all too. I'm like, I haven't filled up with gas since like November 9th. And the needle, like, you have to look at it to tell that it's not on full still. I was like, man, it's a good month.
that was our Tercel. It read full until 130 miles, and then it would read half the tank by 180 miles. It wasn't a great gas gauge, but the needle, like, it would take so long. It was the best feeling just driving around like 40 miles per gallon. Needle doesn't even move. Although gas is so cheap right now, I've been filling up the Subaru. It's been like $20 a fill up, and that's like a 13-gallon fill up usually. So. Anyway, you guys ready to do this?
Yeah.
Do you have anything else you want to chip in here?
No.
The
Alright.
chat's noticed you got a haircut.
The chat has noticed. Oh, what do you think, chat? All right, that's enough preening.
What, Tyler?
I'll wait while you tend to Tyler's needs.
I don't know. He's telling me to look at Group Me.
One of these episodes, we're gonna upload a bunch of pictures of your hair through the years.
Never Tyler.
Of me?
Yes, you.
I mean, I think I'm the only one who's actually changed their hairstyle numerous times. The rest of you guys are just like happy and content. Like losers.
Because we found some that worked.
That's also true, yeah. You found one that looks good. You're not wandering the wasteland. All right. Ready to do it?
Yep.
Oh, shoot. Dave, can you do time codes?
Oh, this is the moment I was dreading. I was like, oh, he hasn't asked yet. Yeah.
Wait, you should be like, I should offer to do it because this is a team effort.
Sure thing, dear leader.
I'm totally the mom role. It's like, he didn't ask. I don't have to do the dishes.
Because it's inappropriate, Tyler, that's why.
What's Tyler asking you to do?
He's telling me to interrupt at some point with a certain phrase.
All right.
Well, that's not going to be awkward now that we know
Yeah.
what it is.
Okay. Dave, let me know when you're ready.
I am ready. I have my smartphone ready here.
Oh, my God. All right, going on 3. Oh, wait, you've had it for long enough. At what point do you
It'll
just
be 2 years in March.
So is that when you'll stop doing the smartphone jokes, or do you think those have a lot of life left still?
I haven't done it in a while because I
haven't, that's
depend
true.
on it. I depend on it now, but I was just looking at it. I'm like, I got a timer. I'm like, on the smartphone.
He's just worked out as a stopwatch on it after all these years.
the timer in Marshmallow just looks really nice.
It does. Actually, I was using it the other day. It was really nice. Anyway.
I had to laugh. I was adding up our Gwent scores with Joel the last game that we played, and he's like, "Oh man, your calculator like shows you all like the additions and stuff you're doing as you do it. Like that's fantastic. Like Apple has this thing where you input it and it just wipes your input and goes on to the next one, but the Android one like lists it all out for you." He was just like amazed by my Android calculator.
It's amazing what an Android can do.
I was like, Joel, you can just get a different calculator, right?
All right.
Well, do you know that for a fact?
I mean, you can. There's calculator apps on the was it App
iStore,
right?
App Store, probably.
iStore.
I don't know.
Is it called the iStore? What is it
No,
called?
it's the App Store.
Just the App Store. Okay.
All right, you guys ready?
Yep.
I am ready.
On 3. 1, 2, 3. Dave, can you tweet out? I don't know if Debbie did.
Oh, Jeremiah, you're not watching Twitter. I got this.
Oh, I'm sorry. I trust
Just
you.
retweet it.
He says he's got this, like he's just now sending it.
No, he already sent it. I saw. I'm sorry. Forgive me. I trust you implicitly. Check.
One,
Check,
two.
check, check. 1, 2.
All right, cool.
Check.
I am. Oh shoot! I need to hold on.
Wow, as soon as I hit record in Audacity, Flash exploded in Firefox.
Oh,
It's
dang
now
nabbit.
crashing over and over and over and over again. You just end Firefox's task entirely.
Wait, so
And
Audacity's
its
crashing?
sad life.
DxTory when it's open, this current version will crash Flash Player in Firefox, but only in Firefox.
Gotcha.
Dave,
so
don't take
backup's
this-
not going, is what you're saying.
Backup's
Not
going
yet.
now.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yep.
Dave,
All right.
don't take this the wrong way, but that beard looks sexy as hell.
I mean, that sounds like
I like
Thank
that
you.
you're, I like that you're growing it out.
sounds like the
Yeah.
right way to take
Well,
it.
John just started growing his out.
I mean,
with
just
no-
don't take it platonically.
Well,
Oh.
I'll take it. I'll take it how I want to. Thank you.
I've heard that before.
But
Anyway.
John didn't give me any kind of warning. He's just like, "Oh, my beard's really cool all of a sudden." So I'm trying to catch up now. But thankfully, I was already growing it out just a bit for the Gwent video, so got a little bit of a head start.
Here, we're going to go ahead and we are going live for the warm-up. There's just no video in the warm-up yet because I've got to build the overlay. I forgot that I have to build an overlay for...
we can vamp. We got this.
Yeah, with Debbie's face not being in there.
Sorry.
Thanks, Debbie.
Can we replace her avatar for the overlay with her GTA character? I feel like that would just really throw people off. That'd be amazing.
I could take a screenshot
we need-
tonight. Take a picture.
We need to get that
last longer.
that Fiverr thing that we did for all of our pictures.
Oh yeah. Let's get that done soon before the guy disappears. So it's the same person.
Guy? Who's the guy?
A guy on
The way we
Fiverr.
do our pictures on the website are done by a guy on Fiverr that just said, "Send me your picture. I'll do a cartoon drawing or cartoon outline."
All right, I'm building the thing.
Mid-sentence, James, my tab with the podcast went live, and I was on the gaming website, which is what Debbie linked to in our chat. So it was only like 2 seconds behind what you were actually saying, and that was
Seriously?
really confusing.
The latency
it was
is that good?
It was maybe 2 seconds. It was nuts.
Wow.
Yeah, I was
is,
watching it too.
is it like that all the time?
Only on gaming, I think. Like the normal stream, I think, is usually much more behind than that, like 10 or 12 seconds.
I don't understand why they would be different. That seems like YouTube's doing more work.
Why I always use that link in the tweets.
Oh. So yeah, you guys need to watch Nathan For You if you haven't seen it. It's this
Oh,
this comedian. Oh, sorry, you're talking.
Sorry, we're rubbing mice real quick. Just,
Nope,
just
I'm
a light
good.
caress. And then,
Debbie, hold yours up.
Okay, see?
Yeah.
Oh,
There it is.
Uh-huh.
Triplets.
Sidewinder Master Race. You can't see.
Never mind Razor again.
me see your
Master
Sidewinder.
Race.
Can you pick it up high enough?
Oh, that is a nice mouse.
That's a good mic. A mouse. Wow.
It's a good size. It's
Good
running
mic.
the Smasher right now. So when Dave, when you remote into the Smasher, it's like you're touching it through the internet.
I remember today I was looking through my checklist, Jeremiah, on my phone. I have like a little task manager, and I was like, oh yeah, I need to do some more work on the Armor 3 mod repository FTP server. And I brought up TeamViewer, and I've been working on it like 3 days ago, and just like mid installation of all the stuff I was working on, I had like 10 windows open. I just like closed the connection and forgot about it for 3 days. It was just all still sitting there.
Yeah, that computer doesn't get turned off. It sips power.
Yeah.
I don't care.
I
It's
was
my
just
render
like-
slave sometimes. That's about it.
Thought I was your winter slave.
No.
Give me those pixels, James. Oh man.
All
But
right.
in all seriousness, FTP servers are a nightmare. I'm not a network person. I don't do network stuff unless I absolutely have to. I hate it.
Guys, Weird Stranger is here tonight, so just be on your best behavior.
Don't say it to us. That should be the unnamed person that talks about keys in a bowl.
I mean, she who should not be named.
What's up, Steven?
Okay, so the overlay looks like it's mostly correct, so that's good. So
I'm just going to go ahead and change my profile picture right now.
wait, but
I can't.
I already I cropped around it and stuff. I feel like
so cute.
all right, do whatever you want. That's fine.
Oh, that's
Go ahead. Start over, Jeremiah. No big deal.
No, it's fine.
You and Dave are looking very woodsy tonight. Like
Thank
you've got
you.
like
This
the
is,
you've got the
Uniqlo had a sale on flannels for $15. So I bought 3, but one wasn't available. So they gave me my money back and then gave me a $10 off coupon off a shirt I'd never at any point handed over money for. So I was like, all right. So I'm waiting till the color I like comes back in stock. Well, I already got 2. I wanted 3. The one I actually really wanted was the one that they didn't have in stock anymore. So, but I really, really like them. They're super soft. Hope tailored them for me. They're incredibly soft. They're like flannel pajama pants is what they feel like.
Now, when you say tailored, what does she do? Exactly.
We used to pin the arms and the body. Only need to pin the body now. You know what I'm saying? But we just get it to taper where I want it to taper and not be so boxy in the body, and just get everything so it looks like it's made for me.
I need a tailor.
Yes, you do. No, just
They
get
basically
a
just take
sewing
it
machine from a thrift store. You could learn how to do basic shirt tailoring in like 10 minutes. It's pretty
I have
easy.
no problem taking apart a computer and like even taking pieces off a board. I cannot sew. I cannot sew.
All right. Well,
Now, Jeremiah, don't take this the wrong way, or maybe do, but let's go shopping for flannel sometime.
all right.
I want to go shopping.
For flannel.
Shopping.
Hey,
I
why
love
don't,
flannel.
why don't you guys come here to Cabela's?
Cabela's is fun.
Or I could go to
shopping.
Bass Pro or Dick's where I live. But
Well,
it's not as cool as Cabela's, though.
we have all those too.
That's true.
We
Dave,
got Walmart.
Uniqlo is basically your dream store. What they sell is the basics. That's their entire business model. Jeans, respectable shirts, nothing flashy, nothing crazy. It all makes sense. It's logical. It's stylish clothes for people who maybe don't enjoy the process that much and maybe just want to look okay.
Stylish clothes for people who buy 6 different 4-door sedans in Grand Theft Auto.
I think they all look like a BMW.
Paint them all the same color, with the same accessories and same windows, same wheels.
Yeah. I'll go clothes shopping with any of you guys anytime you want.
Okay.
Not you, Debbie.
Okay.
Well, really? You want my help? You wouldn't rather have Hope's help?
I mean, yeah, but
Okay.
I like shopping no matter what it is.
No matter what it is. You guys heard what she
Well, I
said.
have limitations. But
No matter what
Back
it
to the
is,
Civil War reenactment we go.
we're going to Micro Center.
I mean,
I've never been to Micro Center, so if you guys ever want to take a road trip, I'd be down for that.
Where's the closest Micro Center?
Isn't it?
There's one in Cincinnati.
a
That's the
little
only
bit.
one I've been to. Is there one up in... Let's
The
just look that up
place.
real quick. Okay, we could be a little more specific about where we live than... Is it up? Is it the one...
This is the one that way.
Locate. How do you locate? Locate Micro Center. I'm on their website. I never go to their website because...
Because they're nowhere near us.
Yeah. Wherever that might be.
This is a
Blah,
pretty
blah, blah.
difficult website.
I'm just going to go to Google Maps. Oh, okay. Oh, that's not that bad.
Yeah, so let's go.
I mean, do you want to make a road trip just for that?
I'm sure when we're up that way, we could find other stuff to do.
Okay, I was going to say, I know you like the idea of road trips and Micro Center, but like it's not that many hours in the car cool.
I'm sure you could take the wives and drop them off at IKEA.
okay.
That's probably true. But we just went, but we want to go back. Do they sell giant bean bags, Debbie?
I hope so.
We decided we're going to do that instead of like making a second tier for the home theater of seats. We're going to have big bean bags that can sit on the floor right in front of the couch. So people like huge bean bags, like 1 or 2 adult bean bags. So what do you guys think about that idea?
You guys should get big folding mushroom chairs. Those are the best.
Folding
the good-
mushroom chairs?
You know what a mushroom chair is?
I don't think so.
Kind of let me see if I can find a picture.
You mean a papasan chair?
No.
That's like an upside down mushroom.
that is close. It's that kind of size or shape. You find one that doesn't have cars on it or zebra print. So I click image search and I see all these little like mushrooms that are like built into chairs. That's not what I'm looking for.
Perfect.
So, do you guys have the Syndicate thing? The Assassin's Creed Syndicate video. I'm sorry, I'm derping right now.
Yes, I do.
All right, Debbie, can you throw up a "We're live" tweet, and then we'll get this thing going. I'm just not feeling a lot of energy tonight. I don't know what's going on.
Is the link in the notes?
I thought you always had the link.
I mean, no, I never had the link. I'm not sure where you posted said link.
The link for live, the podcast being live.
No, I have that. The Syndicate one.
Oh, it's in Dropbox.
Oh.
Do you not have that?
I have it. I just haven't logged into it.
Oh, you have to log in online. All right, never mind. Hold on, Debbie. I'm going to send you the unlisted video link on YouTube. You can just watch it there.
Ooh, secrets. YouTube secrets.
All right. I'm Debbie on the Google Doc. I'm going to paste it into the chat. There you go. Knock yourself out.
Oh, yay.
Knock yourself out. Does someone want to volunteer to do the voice for the Patreon thing tonight?
What is it?
Debbie,
No. What is it?
come on.
What is it?
What's what?
The
There's no
voice.
request for the voice. It's
Oh, dear.
open season.
Well, I got one for you because I'm going to practice this anyway.
Okay.
So, for Debbie. You ready? You going to do it? Yeah, Debbie, come on. Come on.
What is it? What?
I'm not going to tell you until the time.
Ooh,
Okay, this is gonna be fun.
danger zone.
Yep.
You see the link, Jeremiah?
To the Flickr?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I would have just called that a Papasan chair. Okay, I didn't know there was a difference.
I don't know. Those
Jeremiah,
are
where'd you send that link? The Syndicate one? I didn't see it anywhere.
In the chat box on the Google Doc for the episode notes.
I'm there.
There's a chat box.
I don't see.
The chat box is right next to our avatars.
It'll be blinking in the
It
corner.
says it's unavailable.
Is this not
Is it
officially
private?
shared with you?
No, it's shared with me, but it's a
Let me click it.
Google. It's a Google thing. It says unavailable.
When you click the link, or is the...
Chat is unavailable. Trying to reconnect.
Oh my God.
Oh, you're having issues. Jeremiah, those chairs are really comfortable. And those fold.
Oh, I do like those. I just thought that was still just called a Papasan chair. Yeah, I like those
I don't
a
know.
lot.
That would be my recommendation, so you could have your space if you needed it.
Oh man. All right, Debbie, can you see it now?
I fell asleep earlier playing Just Cause.
Yes.
Wow.
Can you send it again? I just refreshed and it worked. But can you
Okay.
send it again?
James, was that your one sentence review right there?
No, I love the mechanics. Like I get those mechanics now in Arkham Knight or Saints Row. So
Check. All right.
We can hear you.
My mic appears to be working. I'm kind of nervous we're going to lose all this, but
What happened? Is everything okay?
my sound service crashed
Have you restarted today?
this morning.
That's my line, Debbie.
Yes, but he's been working all day and his computer's crashed.
Yeah.
Dave's been working all day too.
I restarted it a couple hours ago, though, when I finished my main work for the day. For all that rendering. my poor CPU. My poor electric bill this month's going to be insane.
That makes
It's gonna
up for
be
all the gas you're
$10
saving.
more. Oh boy.
No, because I'm heating the house during the day, too, nonstop, instead of letting it cool down.
Don't just heat the room you're in.
Well,
Turn off the heat.
Yeah,
why don't you do a little
Computer will
space
heat
heater?
it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I use a space heater in here, but the other main heat source in the house is the gas fireplace. There's not a whole lot of climate control I can do.
All
It's
right.
either we're here, like we're home, or we're not.
I think we're going to go ahead and do it. I have no idea what happened. Are you guys all good to go, though?
See,
Sure.
Windows Driver Foundation is using 40% of my CPU.
Wait. It says. Did you take us down?
We're live.
I involuntarily took us down. We should be back up momentarily.
Okay. As a trick, just said yes now.
All right. All right. Is everything still working? Everything. Let's let it go for like another minute or so, just to make sure nothing weird's gonna happen, and then we'll go live.
Chocolate. Why don't I have any?
Why do I still have the Battlefield Hardline beta from 2014 in June still installed?
I have a theory.
It's a series of poor decisions involved in this mistake.
Why are you eating chocolate in front of me? It's not nice.
Get your own chocolate.
Did John ever replace your ice cream?
Yes, he did.
These
Oh,
are
that
the
was
important
nice.
questions. Oh, man.
Your computer doing?
Appears to be fine, but it's never done anything like that before, so I have no idea.
Maybe I have an idea. You should give it some chocolate.
I'm sure that would work really well in the fans.
Just open the disk drive. Just slide some in there.
Just drop it on top of your GPU.
Yeah.
Let it slowly melt to a candy-coated shell.
All right. Dave,
Yes.
I'll give you another chance to do the time codes this week.
It's what I've always asked for. Just one more chance to do time codes.
Thank you.
Let me just get my heart rate back down and I'll get right on that.
If you wouldn't mind.
I got this.
All right.
With my
I mean,
smartphone.
you didn't go that far out of your way last time, so.
I got my smartphone right here. So.
All right. Yeah, it appears to be working okay. I'm sorry, guys. I have no idea what's wrong with my energy today.
Are you okay?
I'm successfully off coffee, though. No more headaches or anything. But
How much coffee were you drinking?
apparently, I didn't think it was that much. Like 2
Well,
cups
okay.
of
I don't have a
Costco.
problem. I can stop when I want to.
I asked that, but that one time where you weren't drinking coffee and I made you a cup of coffee, you then proceeded to consume like 6 cups of coffee. So I feel like you might be undercutting the actual amount that you were drinking.
I have a little bit of an addictive personality, and if I like something, all my brain thinks is, we could have more right now. Okay, then why are we not having more right now? And then that thing where people will like eat until they are satisfied and stop, I don't think has ever once happened to me. If I like something, my body has this amazing ability to keep wanting more of it forever, in perpetuity.
That survival instinct, but for coffee.
But for gluttons, we'll call it a survival instinct. No, if I like coffee, yeah, it tasted good. I'll just like, all right, I'll have another. Why not have another? I could have another. Another's fine. But no, I was really only having 2 cups a day.
That's what I have.
I do 2 cups, right about 2 cups, a little bit less in the morning, and then like another cup in the
Hope
afternoon.
says it's pretty strong coffee. I think you guys are just,
I have weak coffee. Purposely.
yeah. Well, I think you guys are just used to it. You're sick. You're used to your sickness.
You put a lot of drugs in your coffee too.
Me?
Gives you the shit.
What?
How many marijuanas were you putting in the coffee?
If by
How many?
drugs you mean non-dairy coconut creamer, so few calories. All right, you guys ready to do this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hopefully this works. All right, Dave, start the timer in
Now?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Are you kidding me?
Pumped! Ah! All right.
My phone crashed and shut down when I hit the start button. It has never done that before. It could just turned off.
It's a weird stranger. She's in chat tonight, and everything is broken.
I hit the button and I'm like, oh, the screen locked. Nope, restarting.
How long is this gonna take? Can you just like eyeball it off of when, like, can you look at your clock now and then we'll just
You know, they make tabs that you can open a new
Jeremiah.
tab and then just do a timer.
I'm not doing math.
You can do a timer. They have timers.
I'm just going to throw this out there. I'm not doing math.
Homeschooling.
Holy crap! I'll do time this week.
I got this. Wait for it. Wait for it. Don't crash. It's going.
Even Joel doesn't complain this much about anything as Dave complains about running a timer.
It's my
I don't know
personal
about
thorn in my side.
anything.
Do you really hate running the timer that much?
I'll survive.
Okay, there's these conflicting signals I'm getting from you that make it hard to know.
I don't care, but I am probably going to forget about halfway through. Let's just go ahead and get it out there.
All right, the warm-up is live. So, what's everyone's plans this weekend?
I don't know.
Are we recording anything like a late Thursday night when we get back from the movie? Should we hop on?
Joel wants to.
He does? I figured...
I kind of don't want to because it's incoherent as enough as it is recording. I just imagine throwing in the overhype excitement.
So you think it might need, maybe just wait till you guys, when you guys get to it in your Road to Star Wars thing, maybe all of us join in on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd probably be the better way to do it. So for anyone in chat who doesn't know, some douchebag submitted a comment, a potato masher comment on a video today, which comes through my email. And I apparently was not monitoring as closely as I should have, and they dumped 2 massive Star Wars spoilers into it.
Jeremiah, you realize that you're just encouraging the internet right now.
No, these are the people watching this are the cool people.
While you're correct, I still don't trust them.
I say all that to say this: we have mods watching, and Shane is authorized to do lifetime bans and legal action if anyone spoils Star Wars for someone else. So that's right, we can do that. So just don't do it. James, why do you like knowing before you go to a movie?
Usually I don't care. It's fun.
It's fun knowing stuff that other people don't know, or it's fun knowing the information as soon as it's available?
It's fun knowing the information as it's available.
I can understand that. I since I've read the Game of Thrones books, when major episodes come out, I will sometimes I'll skim through them before we watch it together, hoping I watch it together, just so I know when the certain parts are coming up, so I can look at her and just smile as she screams in horror at the screen. It's been pretty good so far. Because, I mean, I already know it's going to happen, so it's not...
I still remember, Jeremiah, season 3. I had not read the books yet, and the show had just gotten to
the Red Wedding. Yep.
To the Red Wedding, and we were going to play, I think it was Daisy that night, but I was like, oh, we're going to go watch a Game of Thrones episode first. You had the creepiest grin on your face. Like, okay, enjoy that. And I didn't want to do anything afterwards. I was just empty inside.
I've not ever watched Game of Thrones.
Okay.
But I know what Red Wedding is. Thank you, Dave.
I didn't tell you any details, right? I just kind of alluded to what it was.
Yeah, you alluded to. I mean, you gave me context so I could read it in a certain way when we were doing the Arma script.
It's the show, James. I would say definitely it'd probably be worth marathoning at some point. But I don't think they've slowed way down just on the amount of stuff they're putting into each season. So it's definitely the type of show where if you can just pile through it all in like a week or two, a season in a week or two, it probably is the better way to do it. So you don't feel that just sucking numbness in between weeks waiting for something to happen. But
I always laugh on the Game of Thrones subreddits because they always make fun of, in the latest books, there's this trend. And as a person who loves just extra unnecessary detail, I never even noticed this when I was reading the books, but the last few books have the most ridiculous multi-page detailed descriptions of the banquets and feasts. Like he describes like the suckling pig and like the kind of baste that was used and all the different wines and gravies, like pages of describing the feast.
Have you seen a picture of George R. R. Martin?
Well, yeah.
He's
Like, but
interested in that.
Now I realize, looking back, like why I was so hungry reading the last few books. But on the Game of Thrones subreddit, whenever someone starts talking about the most recent books, someone will like make a fake like spoiler for the upcoming book, where it's just a paragraph of food descriptions, like the brown gravy poured gently over the fresh roasted chicken. It always makes me hungry going to the Game of Thrones subreddit.
You get triggered into hunger very easily by things I've noticed. Like people can just start talking about certain foods, and Dave just like it just perks up, and you're like, not only do I get what you're saying, I get it down here too.
My stomach feels you on a emotional level.
How many times have we been talking about food or something? You're like, well, I'm hungry now. I'm gonna go eat. Bye, guys. Like that's like a once a week thing. I think like it's pretty common.
I had met
It's once a week just on the podcast.
Yeah,
Not even including all the gaming we do.
I had met Joel for tacos on Tuesday, and he had literally gone to go pick up our tacos from the taco place. I was holding our table with all of our Gwent cards there just to guard him. Debbie posted a picture of her.
I picture you like completely like straddled over the table, like make sure nobody touches your cards.
Missing one thing, James. Gun drawn. Eye contact. So Joel's going to get the tacos. Like, I'm going to be eating tacos in like a minute and a half. And Debbie posted the photo of those like pork Chipotle tacos. My stomach roared, and I was like angry, hungry for that minute and a half.
What's there to growling and roaring? I'm curious when it comes to his stomach.
For me, it's when it not only makes an audible roar, but like it hurts. I'm so hungry. Yeah.
So, new conversation topic for the warm up.
Shifting focus from Dave's stomach.
We should do behind the scenes. Like we could like see what we can get Dave to eat after the podcast. We can put little bets out there.
I mean, we've gotten him to drink a bacon soda, so
Only once though.
I feel like there's a lot of pain and suffering in his past from that.
I have to give everyone the car update. You know, no one has ever asked for an update in the comments, but I know they want it.
Car report.
Yes. The wheels are on it. They're not torqued correctly, and the air isn't correct, but they're back on. It has the brakes and the suspension and everything. It's currently driving around in the yard. It has no bumper or taillights or license plate, so it cannot go on the road. But all it's waiting for now is for my wife's dad to finish welding up the exhaust, which I'm hoping happens pretty soon. I don't want to rush him, but it kind of needs to happen soon because our plan right now, we have a problem when we move. We can't get enough cars in there in time. So just thinking of ways we can get more there quicker. We're going to try to bring an extra one down on New Year's. We'll just drive two and leave one. So that makes the most sense to leave because we're not using it right now. Like we haven't been for months.
Because December convertible.
The weather's been fine so far. I would have been driving this whole time. On Sunday, we went to visit our family. We took the top off the RAV4 for the first time since getting the new one and drove around with that all day. It
was fantastic this week.
It was beautiful. Yeah, so I'm waiting for that to be done. I guess I could put the old muffler back on if I wanted to put the car back together and drive it, but I really don't want to. So we'll see.
So Rocket League updates.
Yeah. You can't talk about video game stuff during the warm-up.
We can talk about video game stuff during the warm-up.
All right. What do you got for me?
We can talk about it on the podcast too, about hockey mode.
Oh,
How
yeah.
ridiculously fun that was. I ended up hi Weird Stranger. We ended up playing on PSN was it Dave, were you playing Battlefront? Or was it just Joel and Joy?
Yeah, I was there near the end. I came in late.
We were doing so bad against bots. If you've ever played bots,
oh yeah,
they're semi terrible, but at the same time they beat us pretty badly.
When they're good, they just completely wreck you, and it's weird because even if they're like all the same level, sometimes some of them will be really good, and other ones are just puttering around the field. Like I don't know how the game decides how good to make a bot, but
I think part of I've noticed this when I was playing with Joel. We played against a couple guys that were just terrible.
Mhm.
and it made us play terrible because we're
'Cause you weren't paying
we're anticipating them to hit it a certain way, and so when we're approaching, with anticipation. Okay, when they hit it, I got to get over here really quickly and block it. And so we're just basically driving around them, and they're fumbling around, and we actually played worse than when we played a really, really good team. Then we stepped up, our game a lot. Those are actually really fun matches when you're getting your butt kicked. Well, not too much, not like Gibbs' butt kicked.
No, that was fun. It was so ridiculous.
I do want a rematch with Gibbs now that we've all practiced a little more.
That's one of your first games, still, wasn't it, James? You played like
I think that was my
hour before that.
That was my first game. I mean,
oh, I'm so sorry.
Remember, I couldn't get in the server.
Oh yeah.
So, home theater updates for when we move. I've been planning out sound. So I found the home theater subreddit, which if you ever want to feel like you don't know anything about anything and you've been doing it wrong the whole time, find the subreddit dedicated to that thing. And so people can patiently explain to you how everything you thought was okay is terrible. Now, I knew sound bars weren't good for sound because all the sound's in one little place under the TV and the speakers are tiny. So kind of obvious that's not like the ideal way to put sound out. But people there are very particular on r/home theater. But I've been learning a ton of stuff, and I'm actually pretty excited. There's these speakers called Shane, Chanes, Chains, and they make some speakers that are the ugliest, flattest, blackest boxes. Like, they're the most boring-looking speakers ever. But reviewers describe them as, don't sit anyone within 4 to 5 feet of the tweeters because it will be that painfully loud. Like, these are bookshelf speakers. Like, they're like half the size of an ATX computer case, and they say that, like, it will tear your eardrums off in a small room. So I might be getting those. I'm pretty excited for upstairs. And I had picked out the Poke sub I've got in my living room, which Dave, you watched Interstellar. Did you feel like the bass was lacking?
I mean, maybe a little. Yeah.
Really? Okay. Really? Okay.
I mean, maybe only because you asked. Like, if you hadn't asked, I wouldn't have thought that it was missing,
in amount or quality?
I say amount, actually.
Okay. Because I bought another one of those subs because it was on sale. And I thought, well, this will be good. We'll just get one of these for upstairs. We've got ours for downstairs. Well, apparently that's the freebie Poke sub that all the pro home theater guys in the subreddit, like, that's what they give to customers as a freebie when they're selling them speakers. Like, it's the garbage, tiny, stupid sub that everyone hates and is muddy. So now I'm looking at better ones. There's this company, Bic America. They're American-made speakers. They're very plain.
Oh, are they American?
Yeah, they're very plain black with gold speaker cones, gold metal speaker cones, which actually look pretty good. They're behind grills, so it doesn't really matter. But they've got some pretty good stuff. So I'm also thinking we may be, depending on what Debbie and John will let us get away with, it might be like very good sounding in there.
Ah, yes. So I've got an update.
All right. On what? On what category?
Years ago, I started planning on buying a suppressor for the rifle back there.
Mm-hmm.
In February of this year, I paid a lawyer to create a trust to start the process of purchasing a suppressor, transferring it to the trust, and then transferring it to my possession. It's now December, and I called the ATF this week. My paperwork's been submitted, and the check cashed, and the suppressor bought for like 7 months now.
Mm-hmm.
And as of December 8th, my paperwork is officially approved. I'm getting my suppressor in 3 to 4 weeks. It takes them 3 to 4. It takes them 3 to 4 weeks to actually mail you the physical tax stamp.
That's going to line up really well with something else that'll be happening and someone else who would love to go out to that farm and shoot stuff with you.
Hey!
I'm just thinking about it because we know from past experience, if it's rainy or cold, everyone else is going to bail. But as soon as you get it, you call me. As soon as you're available, we're going to...
I'm excited because I feel like with you in town, I can make excuses to go out to the ranch, even just the two of us, just to practice more often.
Oh,
Yeah.
just the two of us.
Just a couple of bros and their ATF paperwork, riding the roads like law-abiding citizens. It's quite
It's
boring,
okay.
actually.
We're in a trust together.
Actually, we are in a trust together.
This would be a great time for me to become like super liberal and hate guns and like hate everything they stand for. And you're looking at this paperwork I've signed, like, oh no, what have I done?
You're on the trust. That would be my absolute nightmare though. Is if I went through this huge, expensive, long-term process, and like I die in a car wreck, and the ATF just destroys the suppressor. That'd be like the ultimate screw you.
Now, Dave, just in case anyone's watching who doesn't know your extensive history with guns, what is the real version? All jokes aside, why are you really getting a suppressor? For people who don't know, because it's much more benign than most people think it is.
I mean, I always find this amusing that in most European countries that have any kind of target shooting community, a lot of ranges in Europe require suppressors because they're a safety device, like a muffler on your car. Guns are loud. I like my hearing. That thing is like 163 decibels when you fire it. It'll
blow your eardrums, possibly. Like
when you're firing a rifle with that fast of a round and that short of a barrel, you're really supposed to double up on hearing protection, like earplugs and over the ear hearing protection. And honestly, I just want to add the suppressor to that too, just to really not lose any of my hearing.
You're gonna go down to one set of hearing protection though with a suppressor though, right? You're still gonna double up? Because I normally just do one and I'm fine. Like I don't normally do earplugs.
You double up, Dave?
Yeah, that's a common thing, James. This is a lot of pressure you're talking about.
I didn't last time. I really only double up when I'm firing the rifle. If I'm going to be firing like more than a magazine's worth. But when we were out there with Shane back in July, when I switched from the pistol to the rifle, the first shot I took at the Tannerite target, I fired it. I heard the spring in the stock go, then I heard in my right ear because it's so much louder with the rifle, even with hearing protection on, good hearing protection. But even the suppressor, like it takes it down from like 163 decibels to like 126,
which is louder than a rock concert. Like it's still incredibly loud.
And decibels are, what's the word for that type of scale?
Exponential.
Is it exponential? I don't think it's exponential. I think there's a different word for it, but I can't think.
Logarithmic.
Yes, that's it. So that's actually a pretty significant decrease in sound, but it just doesn't look like it on paper. But even then, like Jeremiah said, it's still rock concert loud per shot.
So for anyone who's like, Dave just wants to go pew, pew, pew because he wants to be tactical, it basically will make it sound 5 times louder than guns sound in movies just by having a suppressor on it. Like that's basically what it's going to sound like.
Yeah, so instead of crack, 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 it'll be bang, bang, bang.
It won't be Arma sound.
Well, that's the thing. If you don't wear earplugs in Arma now, like with the mods we're running, you actually will completely lose your hearing pretty quickly. Like if you're
it goes.
No,
but it doesn't go.
No, it's gotten a lot better. It's not bombastic like a lot of things are, but that's because a subwoofer doesn't accompany you in life.
You don't know that.
Okay.
It was funny though, James. We were doing one mission where I was the AT guy, and I had a suppressor on my rifle, so I forgot to put my earplugs in. Like halfway through the mission, after firing hundreds of rounds with the suppressor, my hearing was fine. I had to pull out my javelin launcher. I fired a javelin, and the rocket goes off. I just hear whee, and then silence. The game was almost muted. I had to like listen really hard to hear anyone talking around me. I was like, "Oh yeah, earplugs." Oh man.
We can go live in a minute here.
Yeah, that's just it's been a super long process. It's just really funny because everyone else gets your money up front. Like the gun shop, I paid them in full for the suppressor at the end of February. I paid for it then. The ATF cashed my check in July. They've been sitting on it ever since. I'm looking forward to the end of all this.
Sitting on that big money. I'm sure you're tipping their budget for the year.
I've heard that the NFA, which is the branch of the National Firearms Act at the ATF that does all these suppressors and all transfers, it used to be like none of their budget, but in the last 10 years, because target shooting has gotten so much more popular with these kinds of rifles, that transfers are actually now like 8 or 9% of their budget or something like that. It's gone up like a huge amount compared to what it used to be. Glad I can participate in that.
All right, you guys ready to do this? Oh,
Tyler, neener.
Ugh.
All I picture is like skin flakes coming off the beard as you touch it.
Why? Why would you picture that?
I don't know. Because he's just like falling on the desk.
That's where I keep all my extra skin. Is just in my beard.
I mean, it could probably hold a lot. So anyway, all right. You guys ready to start?
Let's do it.
All right. Episode 125 of the Casual Shenanigans Game Podcast. Going live right after this drink.
You know, I'm gonna hear that like starting guitar riff from Sid Meier's Railroads like in the back of my head for the rest of my life. I've launched it like hundreds of times to record the podcast now, but I only ever hear like the. It's just like a real Western like twang to twang twang, but I only hear like the first twang and then I hit escape to go to the main menu to record.
Oh, I just have
That one
FTL
chord.
muted, so there's nothing. It's just silent.
Well, I used to actually play Railroads.
I used to play FTL too. I don't know what that means.
But how do you
200
launch the game with no sound, though?
You just have it muted in Windows. It remembers next time you launch.
Unless it's Joel's computer.
His
which
computer
remembers
actually
nothing.
remembers.
Yeah, Joel's computer remembers nothing on purpose, I think.
It's driving me to the consoles. I've got a Microsoft webcam, so it's kind of like, go to Xbox.
All right, warm ups live.
That would have been funnier if you hadn't sold your Xbox, Joel.
Yeah, it would have been funnier if
And
they
ditched all
had
your
a
friends.
reason to keep it.
Mm.
I'm stoked about Sony making their own little app to be able to stream it to PC and stuff. That's cool.
Potentially.
They said they are.
Was it officially announced or was it?
It was officially announced. So I'm hoping it works really well. That'd be cool. But I guess I don't really
Look
need
at,
it now.
look at Shane with the auto-generated message.
I saw Auto. He put it in there.
I know, it just looks like it.
A weird stranger says, "Nice hat, Seth." Seth unmasked.
I hate those guys.
Unpantsed.
Both of them.
How many Bondars are there in A Weird Stranger?
They're just two. It's really just a weird stranger, and then she drags her husband along for Rocket League.
Well, no, but Joel, every time he says a weird stranger, he refers to both of them.
Because wait, which one is which weird stranger? 'Cause, I mean, they both like I don't remember whose
Mrs.
username
Bondi.
is.
You've
which.
only ever talked to Mrs. Bondi.
Yeah, and is she weird stranger?
Yeah, she's weird.
Okay,
Cindy Thea.
got it. Cindy Thea.
So it was raining today. I couldn't go back out and work on the coolant hose. Did stare at the car a couple times from inside.
The rain was naturally cooling it.
Well, that's not
Oh,
really
yeah.
the issue, but yeah.
It's free too. Dave approves.
I even took it for a bath yesterday because it was in the dusty garage so long. Took it to a car wash. I even drove like 30 minutes to get to one out of the way just to drive more. And then on the way back, so it starts overheating in traffic, I coast into a 7-Eleven. I spent about an hour fixing it because I don't have proper tools. I didn't want Hope to try to get to me because it was going to take her so long to get through traffic. On the way back, the traffic on the main road near my house, the paint sniffing retards, and I don't use that term lightly. People were just not following rules. They were not following the rules, and it was making the experience terrible for anyone. This is how I know I'm old. Like when people go and the light starts turning yellow and a couple people try to sneak through, well, all the traffic's backed up in front of them, so they get stuck in the middle of the intersection. So the next group that tries to go for cross traffic, they have to zipper into one lane to get around these idiots who are sitting in the middle of the intersection. So theirs is really slow, so people are backed up for a couple lights behind them, and people are getting stuck in their intersections. And then through this whole thing, someone had a broken down car. They stopped traffic like just by themselves and pushed it through one of these terrible light changes, like pushed it through the intersection. I sat in the front of a turn lane for 3 light changes until it was safe to go because the people in front were so terrible at driving. Like, because everyone's like, no, I don't want to wait through another light change. So they try to sneak through, and then, it's such garbage. I hate it. I was so mad. It took
All the
me-
starving children in the world. Jeremiah had to sit through 3 light changes.
No, what I'm saying is, it's I don't care about the amount of time is whatever. It was 30 minutes to go half a mile, which is kind of frustrating. The time is whatever. It's people.
That's worse than we had on
Yeah.
Black Friday when we were hanging.
Yeah. Oh, way worse. So much worse. Black Friday. That's
that was
like
bad.
normal.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dude, just get really close behind the car, slowly nudge it, and then just shove them right into traffic. It's like, gotta make a choice.
I
Gotta
don't
make a
think that
choice.
car could shove another car.
But
Were you driving the Spider?
yeah. I was on the
that
way
couldn't
back
push
from the
another
gas
car.
station when it broke down.
You go like this, it's just
But the problem, what made me so mad though, was that people were being so selfish. They were only looking out for like, oh, I don't want to wait for another light change. They're trying to sneak through, and then they're slowing up like 15 other cars because they're not where they're supposed to be. That makes me really mad. Like, traffic rules are there for a reason. If you follow them, traffic moves. Like, it's that easy. I was mad. But I had no leaks. Like, if it had overheated in the middle of that traffic, I would have been in trouble. But no leaks all the way home.
My uncle has suggested that I keep some antifreeze on hand and just top off the radiator because it's a new radiator and he'd flush the system and all. Hadn't done that in weeks, of course. It's been running fine, barely driving it. But I was in Target today. I was like, I should probably go and get some antifreeze and just top it off. And I went to the shelf and I was like, ooh, $10 for antifreeze. I was like, engine antifreeze.
How
all
much
right.
on a suppressor?
Your car could explode,
You
Dave.
just spent how much on a suppressor?
I don't want to talk about it. It's here now.
Well, here, I'll just
comforts
tease
me.
you now. The Subaru might be getting replaced in the spring if Jessie was that adamant about wanting a Subaru. I don't know what state her transmission's in. Is
We
hers-
can flip her car to a college student pretty easily.
Is her transmission hanging in there?
Yeah. Since the fix back in the fall,
What fix?
it wasn't for the transmission. It was for the
Yeah, I remember what you... Oh, yeah, the VTEC.
the VTEC. Yeah.
And that's been working well?
It's shifting fine ever since then. Yep.
Have you ever hit VTEC just to feel what it feels like?
On 460. Yeah.
Really? Oh, you've gotten
Yeah.
up to like 5,000 RPMs? 6,000?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a
It'll-
V6. That's
it'll
got to
go.
be a pretty powerful car. It's going to be a variant
Yeah.
of the same engine that was in our TL.
We drive it for vacations and whatnot if we're going out of state, and it drives great on the highway. It's actually it's a lot of fun to drive on the highway.
Mhm.
Get that power, that cheap used car power.
It doesn't have that many miles on it though. Like, it's not that bad.
Hey, James.
How's
on
your car doing, Joel?
I was actually going to talk about Just Cause 3. I saw a PS4 digital code on Amazon for $44, and I wanted to double check if this is actually true or is this something like.
That doesn't seem like that ridiculous of a deal. That seems pretty...
That's not that. I mean, that's.
I mean, no, I'm not saying it's ridiculous, but I'm saying
Yeah.
it's a pretty good deal for PS4 digital code because usually it's like a box copy.
Did the patch fix it? Did the PS4 patch? The PC patch? made a
I've
huge
not been
difference.
following it at all.
Okay, the PS4 version, the load times were like a minute or two.
Yeah.
Supposedly,
I heard there was
patch-
talk of it fixing, but I just haven't checked at all.
Supposedly it did. I know on the PC, like it was spoilers. It was unplayable on the Potato Masher. Like it was spiking
Really?
to 100%.
Potato masher
CPU,
time.
and and it was like in the low 20 FPS. Like it was terrible. And the first patch came out, and it's totally fine now. Like it plays great.
I posted a link in TeamSpeak. Just take a, if James, if you can take a look at this, because I'll get it because I think it's only for today.
It was like crazy jacked up. Oh, the day one edition, but you can buy it later. It looks there's PS4 digital code and there's PS4. You're looking at PS4 like just
Yeah,
regular.
but you click on digital
Yeah,
code, it goes
PS4
to the
digital
it's the
code,
same price.
and it still said $44.99. So I was just like,
That's pretty
but
good.
just the way I don't know when it says sold by Amazon Digital Service, like, am I gonna get a code right away or is it?
Yeah, they give you a
something-
code immediately.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
cool. All right, well, doing it.
Dippity-doo.
Yeah, they add it to your game library.
I've got to stop buying disc games for the PS4.
Why?
Dave, you're really dark tonight.
I really prefer buying disc games so I can sell them when Need for Speed turns out to be a giant
Well,
disappointment.
I've bought 2 disc games now that I was like, I'm going to flip this pretty fast. And I liked both of them and kept them.
Oh,
No, and I'm still playing both of them, so I have to constantly swap discs.
Dave,
And that
I-
really gets old.
I am not accepting your first world problem. You guys complaining about having to pop a disc into a console, except for
Really,
mine's not accepting discs. So
I want to
What?
play. I don't want to swap discs and figure out where it goes and find the case. And it's just want to play my games.
How many discs do you have?
It's 2 games. That I'm,
Oh, okay. So
So by
Well,
find
I-
the case, you mean look down to where you keep both boxes, swap them.
Well, I told Dave I was like, even for digital for him because he's gonna be probably so specific on the games you'll get for PS4. it'll probably not be games like he's not planning on playing.
Yeah,
Like
I was agreeing with
it's
Joel
gonna be
on
really
that,
rare
yeah.
unless you get something for Jessie that might be like something. Oh, she tries and she just doesn't like playing. Like I think the only game that I think is probably something she probably won't play is Witcher. Like she's probably playing a little bit, unless I haven't heard that she plays much. Because you're not gonna play
Not
it
much
on it.
since
Yeah.
school started.
So that'd
yeah.
be really the only one I would say would be decent to trade back and get something else.
So yeah, I have 3 disc games, but yeah, that's the problem is that if I'm only buying 3 PS4 games a year, like it's games that I'm probably not going to be flipping that fast, and that's been the case over and over again.
It's so hard not to buy disc games with Gamers Club Unlocked,
Yeah,
since you get the sale price and then the extra 20% off, and it's ridiculously cheaper.
Oh, I went to go see the new movie Creed.
Oh yeah,
other
did you
day?
like it?
Yeah, I purposely went by myself to go see it because
Okay.
I knew I was just gonna cry like crazy.
Just for norm. Oh, are you a big Rocky fan?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
absolutely.
me too. Oh, I didn't know
Did
this.
you
How
have to
did we
lose
not
your
know this
tail
about each
to
other?
get there purposely?
What's that?
Did you have to lose your tail to get there alone purposely?
Lose my tail?
You know, like a tail, like someone
Oh,
following you.
oh no.
Like I purposely went there alone.
Oh no. Like I don't know. I've been really looking forward to seeing it, and like Joey just doesn't cry for anything. Like doesn't matter what. And so I'm sitting there. I literally. Oh my gosh. I was bawling. It was a really good movie.
I'm excited to see it.
I mean, like, it really felt like 1 and 2, like 1, 2, and 3 right there. Like it was fantastic. It was neat because it I don't know, like even with the music, everything. I love the main character. Like I was really surprised. I've never really seen him in
If you
anything
like
else.
him, The Wire.
So what?
The Wire.
Oh, is he in The Wire too?
Mhm.
He must have been young then.
He was, yeah. He was very young. He was also in Fantastic Four. We watched the new Fantastic Four a couple
I do
weeks
want to
ago.
rent that
thank
one
you for
day
that,
just to see how
Jeremiah.
bad it is.
Oh, it's bad. And we looked it up. Apparently, like it was way more violent and dark and everything. And then the studio just cut it up and did reshoots. And you can tell because what's her name? Mrs. Fantastic,
Kate
Invisible
Mara?
Girl,
Kate-
Kate Mara. Yeah, her hair goes from like dirty blonde to a blonde wig. Back and forth, like constantly, like a wig. Not
Oh,
like
gosh.
wow, that's pretty good, but like no, a
It
really
goes
bad.
from like, I'm gonna stab you to it's like, here's some flowers. Like, wait a sec. No, but dude, when you watch it, Sylvester Stallone was, I mean, honestly, top of his game. Dude, the ending,
I gotta hope he gets an Oscar.
dude, no joke. Like I'm like, oh, where did the crap did this come? I mean, like, I think Rocky is his best role, like just acting wise
yeah.
in general, because he just plays it so genuine. And I think the reason why he does, because if you've ever watched the documentary about Rocky, it is more of a Rocky than the movie is.
Oh, I
It
know.
is- it's
I know
phenomenal.
all about it. I'm a big
Like
Rocky
he sold
fan.
his dog, like he had no food left, and everything. It was just. But man, this last movie, I'm like, dude, I was literally like crying so hard at the theater. It was a beautiful movie. but
Have you seen
I
Warrior
watch this
yet?
movie when I'm down.
Have you seen Warrior yet?
No, I do want to see that. That looks really
All right,
good.
you guys are gonna come over and we're gonna watch it in the theater when it's set up, like our theater.
I want to see that one and Southpaw. I've heard is good.
Southpaw's good, but Warrior is like
Is it
on my
much better?
top 10 forever.
Oh man,
Forever.
I'm excited to see that.
It's one of the few movies. Like, there's been a couple. I never like watching movies over and over again. I'm just not like that. But in the past year, there's been a couple movies that I keep seeing over and over again, like on purpose. Interstellar, Mad Max. I've seen each of those like 6 or 7 times.
Prepare for Sicario to be one of those.
Really?
Yeah,
Ooh, I'm excited.
I bought it this morning. I was like, oh, I can't wait to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
Cannot wait to watch it again.
So when we're planning the day after Christmas, we're going to see The Force Awakens in the big IMAX in 3D.
That's awesome.
And I'm pretty excited to go see that again.
We saw it in 3D on Saturday, and Joy said to me, she's like, man, I'm really glad we went to go see it on the Thursday night, release night, because it was totally different. Not just the showing, but people, you could tell people really enjoyed it, but it just did not have the like, excitement. And that's just something like I told Joe, I was like, as soon as it's gone that first day, like that never happens again. Like, you just you don't get that in the theater.
You only get to sleep in your own urine on the sidewalk for 2 days once. You can never get that feeling back.
That's not true. I do it all the time.
I'm doing that tonight, guys.
I'm doing it right now.
I like pull down the background set. This is not my room. I'm actually on the street. I'm sitting in pee right now, guys.
You've been just cranking through Norman. I mean, everyone else, like your editor or sound editor, like they're all going to the bathroom, but you're like, no, I'm committed. Nothing but Fallout, Bloodborne, Rocket League, Assassin's Creed, and Norman. Nothing else. And Star Wars. Nothing else.
Nothing else.
Either way, not leaving this chair.
Should we get started?
Think we should? Oh, are you in a hurry?
Well,
Mr.
No, I'm not
haven't been on the show in like
8:20.
a year. All right. Yeah, you guys want to get started?
Sure. You know what's funny? With the Apple Watch, Bethany from work always keeps on making fun of me because she's like, "Dude, you got to go somewhere," you know. And I forget. Like I don't usually try to do it like right when someone's saying something like in a break, even if she's not.
But he
talking
does.
To me. But I'll be
Constantly.
standing. Yeah. If she's talking to someone else and I'm listening nearby, but it's not directly to me, I'll still be checking. But I'm curious within the next couple of years if checking watches won't be, oh, you got to get out of here soon. Like, you know, like, oh, you checking the time? I am curious about
Like,
that.
oh, you're checking your text? Oh, you...
Yeah, like, I
surfing
wonder if
the
it's
web?
just going to be like, oh, would you get a notification? Like, it's not going to be about time anymore.
It was
I think that'll be
interesting, Joel. I was in my brother's wedding. I was a groomsman on Saturday, so I didn't wear my smartwatch. I was like, I'll put on like the classier watch that matches my outfit and everything.
Yeah.
And then I missed it all day long. I kept trying to like surreptitiously check on the schedule and everything. And I was like, I can't. I got to pull my phone out. And my phone was too tall to go in the pockets of the pants I was wearing. It was sticking out like this much. So I couldn't like have it on me that easily.
Well, if what's cool is like I'm not sure how far your watch reaches like from where your phone is.
30 feet.
But like if I was in like a whole church building, it doesn't matter where my phone is. Like in a backpack, it'd probably work just fine.
Mine works off Wi-Fi too. So if it's on a Wi-Fi network, anything that can get over Wi-Fi is fine. Text messages and stuff have to come over the phone itself, but Hangouts and emails and everything else can come over the over the watch. Anyway, all right, let's get to it.
All right, let me know with the timer.
All right. I feel like there's a burp coming, so I don't know if I should just wait this
That's how
out
I
for a
felt
minute.
working out tonight. Like I'm like doing a burpee, and I'm like, oh, like you, like, I don't know, like you feel like you're gonna burp, and then it's like, oh, like I gotta stop for a second. I'm like, nope, I'm good. And then right when I do it, I'm like, oh.
Is that a Joelism doing a burpee?
You've never heard of a burpee before?
No.
You don't exercise much.
I thought Dave was just kind of in on the joke. Yeah, burpee's an exercise thing, Dave. It's where you like
you jump up like this,
Yeah.
go down, do a push up, jump back up again.
And then you get gas
really
and
tired.
burp.
and
Then you get
it will beat the crap out of you. My brother, they had to do for there was a commemoration ceremony for someone who died while deployed, and they had to do a burpee mile. Where like when you jump forwards and then do a burpee and jump forwards. So you're moving like 3 feet at a time.
Oh,
He said it takes like an hour or two.
dude, I need to make up my own run called like the eggnog burpee challenge, and you have to drink a whole quart of eggnog, run, and like you don't get any water. It's only eggnog.
Can you put a plug in your butt ahead of time just to keep it all in?
Could you imagine how horrible that would be? Oh my gosh. You have to run a mile, drink a quart of eggnog, run a second mile, and finish it by drinking another quart.
A warm
I don't know, Joel, having lactose intolerant, you don't even need to do the running. Life just sucks.
A warm eggnog. Oh man.
All right.
All right, let's start the show.